A new report from the Daily Beast says that Donald Trump is walking around Mar-a-Lago whining and complaining about the fact that he feels he is going to continue to be sued for the rest of his life. And that is according to a source that the Daily Beast spoke to that has talked to Trump about the issue of all these lawsuits against him in recent weeks. Now, we all know earlier this week, Donald Trump and his good buddy Rudy Giuliani got hit with another lawsuit, civil suit for inciting the insurrection. That is what they're accusing him of in this civil lawsuit. And they're using an old 1871 law to go after him, which is a really smart move. But now he's afraid that not just this lawsuit, and I think this one doesn't even worry him all that much. He's worried that everything else, everything he's ever done, is going to end up getting him sued on top of all of the other lawsuits and investigations he is already facing. The man has multiple defamation lawsuits still waiting. Those are still either going to be settled or they're going to go to trial. That is a thing that is going to happen. Obviously, the court systems right now, I don't know if everybody's been following this, but due to COVID, a lot of trials and depositions and things like that have been pushed back. So there's no telling when these things are actually going to happen. But that's the two defamation lawsuits. He just won a big victory, though, with the emoluments clause lawsuit. So that's good for him, bad for America. But then the big ones, the big fish, obviously the investigations up in New York with the Manhattan Attorney General and the New York Attorney General, or District Attorney in Manhattan, excuse me. So those are big, and those do have the potential to carry criminal sentences with them. But again, he's not even talking about those. He believes, based on these reports, that everything he did during his time in office is going to get him sued. Just like his tweets, that basically inspired the insurrection, his speech that the day of the insurrection. So what does it tell you if an individual goes out there and says, wow, I'm afraid that everything I've done for the last 4 years is going to result in enough lawsuits to last me for the rest of my life? That doesn't exactly sound like you're the victim here. It sounds like you're such a horrible human being that you did so many illegal things that you know of, that now that somebody else is in office and is able to look at these things, the lawsuits are never going to stop. That is what this tells me. Donald Trump knows everything he did in office. Every single thing. And I guarantee you, as time ticks on, we're going to get more documents. We're going to get more people coming forward. We're going to get more slip-ups of people saying something they probably shouldn't have said, kind of like what happened with Cuomo up in New York last week, unintentional whistleblowers. And yeah, it's going to result in more lawsuits. And that's not a bad thing. If Donald Trump knew that he hadn't done anything wrong, he wouldn't be walking around crying about being sued for the rest of his life. But he knows what he has done. And I guarantee you there's a lot of stuff that we don't even know about yet. And hopefully, eventually, we will. And I do hope that if there is any criminal activity that is found in there, that Donald Trump does in fact spend the rest of his days fighting these lawsuits.